tai au ki te ao marama. Ti he ururi, ti e nako nako, e ke panuku, e ke tangaroa. Haramai te toki, haungi e, hui e, tai ki e. E te whare e tūnei, tēnā koe. E te papa, e takoto nei, a Charlottesville, Virginia. Tēnā koe. Ko wai mātou. We are very honoured and excited that our music has brought us to Charlottesville, Virginia. As Matthew said, WAI is the Māori word for water. And yes, we acknowledge the university and we acknowledge the land that we are standing on to give us safe journey from a 24-hour flight to here. So we're grateful and thankful. So kia ora everybody.
Tia te hao te reo mare ki te rangi. E ka hai te mapu o te manawa ora. E reka ai te taringa whakarongo. Tuia te hao te reo mari ki te rangi. E ka hai te mapu o te manawa ora. E reka ai te taringa whakarongo. Taki, whakamaua kia tina, hui e, tai ki e.
And that song just says, let the Māori language be heard over the airways, thereby causing the heart to leap with joy, the eyes to moisten at its beauty, and for the ears to go. So that's what that song speaks of. And now Marka would just quickly like to say something before we get you all to represent, because we have a number of these in here, which is the poi, which is a traditional Māori percussive instrument. This is the 2018 version. Our traditionally it's done with a plant fibre, but you know we're environmentally friendly people, so we could not bring that plant fibre into your country because of security reasons. So we made a 2018 version. Recycled bags from the 7-Eleven, wool from Walmart, and inside stuff from Target, so thank you. I'll let Marka just, names, wasn't it? And yes, my name is Minaripia. My mountain is Toka Toka Tutamoe Maunga Raho, and my river is Wairoa. And my tribes on my father's side, which is this leg, is Ngāpuhi, and my mother's side is Ngāti Kahungunu. Tēnā koutou.
Kia ora tātou te whānau. Kua tēnei te tae mō ka i runga te kaupiki mai a tātou. Whakatoa tia te mauna, te umea tohe te moana, te oha ki te marae, roma te whare, ko tuari tōsu tōku. Kia ora.
Kia ora, ko Tarawati Maia, ko Manatu Te Awa, ko Anei te waka ko ahi rau kawa te ru ko ahisaki ki te hapu. Ko ita te whāngi tuari ki o Hausngi ki mungu ki tōku ingoa. Reira a te rata.
Tēnā whata katoa, tēnei meri atu ki a koutai, tēnei ata, tui a te rangi, tui a te moana, tui a te whenua. Maunga rongo ki te whenua, whakaaro pai ki ngā tangata katoa, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Ko tararua te maunga, manua tui te awa, Ngāti Rākua te iwi, o Mākon Rega tōku ingoa. Just like to say thank you very much for inviting us to be a part of this morning. And what I'd like to do is just quickly, briefly explain what we just did. So what we're doing is we're speaking our native language, called Te Reo Māori. The Māori language is a gift or a taonga which has been passed down by our ancestors over the eons to us today. And so we are the living faces of our ancestors speaking this language which has been passed down over thousands of years. Unfortunately for us, due to colonisation and the impact of the industrial world on our environment and on us as a people, our language is now forecast to be dying within the next 40 years. Within us and our people in Aotearoa, maybe 90% of our people don't speak our language. We live on the fringes of our society. We choose to put our boy in a full immersion school, so he learns all his language, all his subjects in Māori. His cousins, they started in a thing called kohanga reo, which was a language learning nest. They went on to kura. They are now in university studying to be doctors, and they've done everything through from very kids up until university now, all into Reo Māori. And we know that that is very rare for us, but we understand that by us doing these things, we can only encourage the revitalisation of our language and the retention of our knowledge. And so I'm just going to skip back a step to what we were doing when we started. So what we were doing, we were giving you like a little window into our world so that you can have an opportunity to see how we function. So you may have noticed that when we identify ourselves as Māori traditionally, we identified our mountains that we live by, the rivers which flow off those mountains, and then the people that live by those rivers. And they all sustain, all of those sections are sustaining. And then the last thing that we say are ourselves, our names. When we greet each other, it's quite comical and very a regular thing to do to go, "I'll kill the ngāpuri." So yeah. So we acknowledge the area that we come from rather than kill the man, right? You know, so it's just a different way of perspective of the world. And the other thing to it also allows us to identify where we come from in the country. So like when Ngāpuhi, when Tuari says his river. Oniatori, so that's a 90-mile beach section right at the top of the North Island. So I know where that beach is. And I know when he says I know where that relates to. And when I say my maunga, which is way down on the bottom of the North Island. And so if you know these things, and if that's knowledge that's passed down, and if you understand that knowledge, then you understand the environment, and you understand where the people come from. And so that's just one aspect of our culture, and that's how we communicate and greet each other. So Minna was going to explain for our little workshop today. Minna was going to explain about the poi. The poi, we're in electronic group. So what we try and do is we fuse our culture and all that we've been learning and all that we've been taught with technology. And we try and make our, what we do is a little bit out of the square of normal music. Back in our country, we are very influenced by American and British culture. So a lot of the music that's made is either soul, funk, reggae. Reggae's big in New Zealand. Anything harmonic that makes you feel good. With the beat, generally we tend to, that would be a good generalisation, and we tend to make towards. What we do, on the other hand, is we are inspired by the pre-European style of music that our ancestors created, and then we take those ideas and those philosophies and then we fuse it with technology, and so we try and create music which was reflective of the past, but it's very future looking. And the result is we create music which is like the branch of a tree. So we don't have choruses, we have a start point and an end point, much like the Ike music. And I think that's where we found our synergy. You know, we have this this sound which starts in the middle and there's an end. And I think that was one of the successes of the performance last night. And central to our sound is this little thing called a poi. Now, a poi is literally the Māori name for ball on end of string. And it has a number of roles in our society. It has a whakapapa or a genealogy role. So it plays a role in our genealogical stories, and it tells of, I guess, deities and the connection to progeny. But then it also has a connection to the arts. So we use it in the arts, and it's also percussive. So it has a percussive nature to it. There are short poi, there are long poi. It also has a connection to eye-hand coordination, so that when you're doing this, that translates over to Māori weaponry and martial arts. And originally, poi were made of moa eggs. Have you ever heard of a moa? Moa is like the biggest bird in the world. It's gone now, it's extinct now, but they're like 7, 8, 9 feet birds, flightless, and they used to have big eggs. And so the eggs were sort of shaped like that, and they carry them. And when they get the eggs, they put the egg in the string and carry them, and they were called poi toa. And so they used to carry them, the eggs around. And then when they made the poi as an instrument, it used to be traditionally made out of raupo, which is a type of, what's that?
Marsh?
Yeah, the marsh grass. Yeah, it's a type of marsh grass called raupo. And then it sort of progressed to flax, which is again another type of marsh grass. And of course now we're using the very un-eco-friendly plastic for today's recyclable. So that's the kind of it. Yep. And so yeah, poi is the central sound to our music. And what we wanted to do today was just to show you a quick demonstration of how to play the poi. We're going to sing a very simple, short song, and then as part of the workshop, we'd like to get you all up, give you a poi. We'd like to teach you how to play the poi, 2 rhythms, and we'd like to teach you a short song.
Please don't be shy with family.
And I just wanted to qualify one thing about the story that Matt talked about, the Neville brothers. Fantastic story, thank you, Matt. That was actually, that experience was with a band called Moana and the Moana. That was like 30 years ago for us, in the 90s. And when they used to be in a band called Moana and the Moana, which is a very groundbreaking band back in New Zealand, by a very talented artist called Moana Jackson. So yeah, so that wasn't quite WAI, but it was us.
But it's
it was us.
for you anyway.
Yeah. But it was us. So, and also the song we're going to sing is called Hine Te Iwa Iwa. And Hine Te Iwa Iwa is the deity, the female deity of weaving. And Uta is going to be the kaiarahi, or he's going to lead us and teach
His name, he mentioned his name in his speech, is Uta te whanga whetuare ki Johansson Ripia -McGregor. He's coming, got everyone in there. Or Uta for short. Thank you, my darling.
Kiraro, ope, kiraro, ope, wakiyama. Toru, wa.
Even though we've travelled 24 hours. Tube to get here. Yeah. Is there time, or can we get to?
Yes.
Okay. So who would everyone like to participate? Or if Dr. Whanga can hand out the poi or pass them on?
How about you take them over?
Yeah, pass them out.
Okay, so we'll need everyone up and standing over here.
Someone has to see, right?
No, come on.
This has got to be very
Lawyers and scientists, together trying to do propulsion.
This is my plan, President. Humiliation first, and then I feel
How about a circle square?
You guys go here.
Stay over there.
You can, the second one come out, someone can come up here.
Oh, we can see each other.
Okay.
Like this one said a circle square and we can just see each other. Maybe we'll mix it up so I can show.
Yeah.
I have an extra large version.
I know it is. It's not as easy as it
So the first thing we'll do is we say kiraro, which means hands beside, down. It's sort of like the get ready. We're about to do something amazing and beautiful. So it's like you have that in your eyes. Get ready, kiraro. Get ready. Watch your back. I got your back. And then we say kia wiri, which is we shake our hands like we're cold, or in Alaska in winter. But this actually represents we're alive. This shaking tells us that we're all alive and we're ready. So kia wiri, and then we say hope. Wui.
You don't need to make that noise.
Are we listening? Feel free to make that noise or not. We go kiraro. Kiraro. Kia wiri. We're alive. We're excited to be alive, are we not? Yes. So we want to show that. The more the shaking, the more we're excited that we're here today. after that 24-hour flight. I'm really excited to be on the ground. Hop it! And then we go
Koikiyama.
Koikiyama. And we go whoop. So it's an under, around, under. That's it. Are you hit it?
Yeah, me too.
So you put your hand up like this, and then it goes under. That's it. Inch. That's it. So you're catching a baseball. Yes. If you get it, you can help the person next door. Tim? That's it. Excellent, Chris. We will move on once I feel we're all in the same rhythm. If I hear pop, we won't move on. And this is called toe pecker. Can we say toe pecker? Toe pecker. Toe pecker. Toe pecker is the one rhythm. I don't want to hear And what really helps if you close your eyes, you tend to get it better. Use your inner sense. You're cheating. Catch. See, you're fantastic. We're going to be able to go to the next level, which is Rua Peka, which is Peka. So, again, close your eyes. See here. Let the boy. Fantastic. Listen to that. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, because we're so quick, do you think we can go to a triplet? No. No? Stay there. And now we're going to. So when I go tinny, we go to the toe picker, which is the single. Okay, so keep on the rua picker. Toru, pa. Pa. And this is fun, isn't it? Pa. Now we're going to go. So I'll do it and you repeat. I need a beat, and then you come in. Okay. Change now. Change now. possibly the first time was okay.
Yeah.
Marvelous.
Was it right? Lovely low note over here, was that you singing that low note?
Off notes.
Are you available to come to Colorado? We have a show there on, I think it's when is it
Saturday.
Colorado.
That note is very nice. But you're welcome to come to Colorado. If you're in Colorado, we have a show and we do meet POI representatives. So we're great to have you up here with us. Because we couldn't bring everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Before we finish, we just wanted to thank again, Chris, and Matt and Glenn for bringing us all this way to be a part of this. Thank you.
Thank you.